State and national leaders are joining in on those water-protecting efforts. Congresswoman Kaptur of Toledo teamed up with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, to talk about new tools to track algae on Lake Erie. Christina Muchler was on that conference call this afternoon and joins us live in studio with the very latest in the technology to help protect your water. Christina.
Well, Jerry, the goal of this conference call was to better express to the public what's happening in the Great Lakes system as we approach that harmful algal bloom season. NOAA is currently monitoring experiments in the Great Lakes. They're doing real-time observation and sampling at 6 different sites, and next year they'll be implementing new technology to track algae in the western Lake Erie basin. They actually brought in an instrument that can test, analyze, and send back remotely. So that'll help with early season projection for the harmful algal bloom forecast. NOAA hopes to increase the number of forecasts and give the public more updated, accurate information on algae conditions. So they're developing a harmful algal bloom tracker, which can be run daily to track where the bloom is in 3D and where it's going to go. And with all this heavy rain lately, many are wondering what we can expect as far as algae blooms later this summer.
At this point, there's been enough rain that there will be a bloom this year. A big question is if it rains heavily, might we see as much as last year? Our projection went out this morning is we don't expect it to be worse than last year and potentially less than last year. Right now, the loads are definitely below 2014. If we can stay it this way, we're doing okay.
You heard there more on the comparison between last summer and this algal bloom season so far. And the city of Toledo has also done lots of work on its end, implementing upgrades at the water plant's intake facility. Meteorologist Ryan Weekman was also on that conference call with me. He has more on what the rain falling right now means for this summer's algal bloom forecast. Ryan.
Christina, undoubtedly you hear the heavy rain falling on many roofs around northwest Ohio right now, and you have to wonder, well, this rain can't possibly be good for the algae bloom potential, and it does add to the potential. Let's take a look back real quick, because this is the way algae bloom forecasts are done right now. Over the last few years, we look at what has come out of the Maumee River. Lake water temperatures just aren't warm enough to support the algae growing just yet. So these are the numbers that we look at, and you notice 2015, this year on the far right side of your screen, is running below where we have the last few years, although this rainfall is going to start to push those numbers up. And over the next few weeks, this will be very critical as the lake water temperatures begin to warm up. We'll start to see algae growing out in the lake, and those sensors that we were just mentioning will start to measure just how fast the algae is growing. And then after that, it will be a race to see just how much algae grows. Of course, we'll be tracking it very closely here in the Storm Track Weather Center, and we'll give you weekly updates throughout the summer.